All right, this is a long problem, so this video will be a little longer than most. On Tuesday, when I was stacking the chairs after school, I recorded some data. So 2 chairs were 34 inches tall, 3 chairs was 38, and 4 chairs was 42. Assume that the chairs are all the same height as you answer the question below. So it's kind of like the cup stacking problem. How tall would 5 chairs be? Okay, I'm going to put a 5 here and see if we can find a pattern. Well, it looks like every time we stack a chair, we're adding 4 inches. Okay, so if I add one more chair, I'm going to add another 4 inches, which gives me 46. Okay, so how tall is 1 chair? Well, if I need the value of 1, right, I probably should have given you a little space there. I need to subtract 4. So that's going to give me 30 inches. Okay. So how tall would 10 chairs be? Explain or show how you know. Well, there's a bunch of different ways we can do this. We could just start at 1, right? If we have 1 and we have 30 inches. And we have 2, we have 34, right? 3, we have 38. There's 4, we already know 4. 5 was 46. You cannot just double it because this is not a proportional relationship, okay? Because if you think about it, if you had the 0 value, right, we would be at 26. So it does not have the 0, 0 relationship. So we can't just double 5, but we could just keep listing out until we got to 10, okay? 6, 7, 8, let me move this up, 9, and 10. All right, so we add another 4, add another 4, and I have 66. So 66 is my answer. This would be an okay way to explain it, but boy, I sure would be impressed if you could come up with an equation. Okay, well, I know that each time I'm adding 4. That's how I came up with my value. So let's think about when we stack the cups. Remember when we stack the cups, that every time we stack the cups, we were only adding this little teeny piece. Okay, and this part we had to add at the very end, right? Well, it's kind of be the same way with the chairs. Every time we add a chair, when we stack them, only this little part is being added. So we have to take into account, right, what is the what's the amount that is here at the bottom. So that's what this value is telling me. Yeah, 1 chair is 30 inches tall, okay? But right here is 26, and this extra part right there is the extra 4 inches. And then when I add, so that's adding the first chair, right? You have 30. When we add the second chair, we add another 4 inches. When we add a third chair, we add another 4 inches. So we have to take that into consideration, all right? So we keep adding 4 every time we add a chair, but we have to take into account that 26 inches of the chair that's kind of the base of the tower. So right, here's what I'm starting with. And then every time I add a chair, I'm adding 4 inches. So if you think about it, if I had 1 chair, it would be 30 inches tall, right? That base of 26 plus the little 4 inches. If I had 2 chairs, it'd be 26 plus 4, which would be the 1 chair, plus 4 more. If I had 3 chairs, it'd be 26 plus 4, which is 1 chair, plus 4 more, which is 2 chairs, plus 4 more, which is 3 chairs. This equation would allow us to find how tall any number of chairs would be. And that's going to help us for part D. The ceiling is 9 feet tall. Okay, we have a problem because everything's in inches. So we have 9 times 12 is 108, 108 inches. How many chairs would it take to reach the ceiling? You can't have a fraction of a chair, so make sure you explain what number you choose. All right. So if you had come up with this equation, it's really easy to solve. If you haven't, wow, I don't think you really want to go through this whole process until you get to 108, but you could. Okay, you could kind of know that All right, well, let's try 20 chairs. Let's try 30 chairs and see where you end up. But this equation allows me to find for the number of chairs if we want to go to 108 inches. So we subtract that base of 26 out. Okay, and we get, let's see, 2, that's going to give me 82. Those will go away, and I have 4x. Okay. Now, if I divide this by 4, I get 20 and a half. Well, we can't have 20 and a half chairs. Okay, so in your explanation, you need to say you can stack 20 chairs and you can't fit another one, or you could say I could stack 21 chairs and it'll push up the ceiling tiles. However you want to explain the answer you choose. You could justify 20 or 21. You just can't say that it's 20 and a half chairs.